Hello, welcome to a Sunday afternoon, and I thought let's review a fragrance that I've absolutely loved in the last few days. Every time I put this on, I've absolutely enjoyed this particular fragrance, and I'm talking about a new launch from the house of Maison Alhambra called as John Lowe Azure. Okay, so this is relatively a new flanker, and this will be an excellent option for the ones who are considering a nice office fragrance. If that's something that you're looking for, you will be very happy to know about this particular one. So let's get into this particular review. You're watching the Perfume Experience, and my name is Rodney. Let's get going right after this intro. So welcome back, and like I said, this has been with me for more than 3 to 4 weeks now, and I've been wearing it on and off every time, and this one kind of blew my mind because it's a new launch. I have not tried the Immortal that was there already, which was the LV Imagination dupe, but then this was a pleasant surprise. It's one of those fragrances where you expect less, but then it delivers a lot more. This is absolutely one of those fragrances, and I've enjoyed this thoroughly in the last few days. So this is the Azure Royale. First of all, let's talk about the paper packing. It's kind of coming in a new fancier packing like this, because the older ones, I kind of have it somewhere else. They used to be the white color box. So now they're coming in this blue colored thing. So this is the sleeve that you get. So after you remove the sleeve, then you still have the white colored box. That's not changed. That is still remaining the same. It comes in a cylindrical box like it used to. Okay. And of course, it's got a new colored bottle, which is very, very nice. So then you kind of get this beautiful looking bottle which looks like this. So obviously this is going to remind you of all of the Louis Vuitton fragrances, and if you look at the bottle, it will talk to you about it being called Azure. Okay, so very nice blue bottle, very reminiscent of last year we did have a fragrance from the house of Grandeur called Soaked Sun. It kind of reminds you a little bit like that, but that was a lighter colored bottle. This is a lot darker. Okay, so very everything is good about it. It's got this nice, lovely magnetic. It's got this nice magnetic cap, which does this nice click, which is very, very nice. And then of course the sprayer is also very good. So let's do a couple of spray. So it's a black atomizer, and you see it kind of puffs like really nice and loud. Okay, so it's a big spray that comes, and something very nice about it is the moment you put it on, you will actually kind of like it immediately. Luckily, it doesn't have that very sharp opening like most of the alcohol, very synthetic alcohol-based fragrances have. Not that kind of thing. Of course, it's a little sharp, definitely when you consider the original. But of course, it comes at a very different price point altogether. So, but still, this is a lot more, well polished, well finished product, and the opening is really, really nice as well. So you kind of get a very nice citrusy opening that you will notice. Okay, so you can kind of see a bit of a patch that you will see when I apply this, because I think the oil concentration is pretty high. So what you get is a very nice citrusy opening that you get, very sharp, lemony, a zesty kind of a lemon zest kind of an opening that you kind of get. Very lovely citrus, light hint of subtle sweetness, very, very light, frail hint of sweetness. You get a nice spicy opening as well. That's another thing that you will get, a very nice spice opening that's coming. And then of course a good amount of a throw, which is like a musky kind of a throw that you kind of get. And pretty much that's the scent profile, and that's what makes this very, very lovely, because it is subtle, it is simple, and yet it does a lot of magic, and it kind of ticks a lot of the boxes that you would want, right? So what it does is it's got a citrusy opening, it's got a little bit of a ginger, and I think it's got a little bit of an ambergris. That's pretty much what this particular fragrance rocks. So along with the citrus, this is a blend of two citruses. It's got bergamot and then it's got orange. So you have that zesty thing that I was talking to you about, a nice tangerine kind of a fruity type of a citrusy fruity opening, along with a little bit of a ginger and of course ambergris. That's pretty much a 4-note fragrance. This is really wonderful because it is refreshingly very fresh, very good. You kind of get a nice zesty sun-filled energy when you apply it, and then it's a very linear fragrance that way. It doesn't do a lot of note change, no woody dry down, no powdery dry down, nothing. Very musky, very spicy ginger, and along with a little bit of citrus and orange, and that's about it as such, right? So it feels Very nice, like I said, and I can't keep saying this enough. It's a very citrusy, zesty kind of a fragrance, which is very subtle, simple, but absolutely wonderful when you smell it. And it's not a sweet fragrance either, so it's got just the light amount of that tangerine sweetness that you get when you open up an orange, for example, right? So when you eat an orange, you have that zesty, orangey feel, but sometimes these oranges are very sour, sometimes they're sweet. Think about this is a slightly sweet, sour kind of orange, because then you have that zestiness and the spiciness that you're thinking about. That's the thing. So it's not sweet at all. It's mildly, lightly fruity sweetness that you kind of get from a orange. Okay, and of course bergamot citrus, that which is there, that's anyway it's got that sour citrusy thing, so you are getting that lemony zesty thing. And of course ginger, as you know, has a very refreshing note to it, especially when you think about having ginger onto tea. It gives you that gingery adrak, that spicy element, but it's also got a bit of freshness, right? And ambergris of course will give you a musky opening, so you kind of get a citrusy, musky, zesty kind of a fragrance, which is absolutely phenomenal. Now this, if you are not aware, is an alternate of the Louis Vuitton's Afternoon Swim. Okay, now there were rumors saying that this could be a blend of Pacific Chill and this, but I don't think so. It's leaning towards the Pacific Chill at all, because that's got an apricot note, if I'm not wrong, and it's nowhere near that kind of thing. This is purely a citrusy, zesty, orange kind of a fragrance, and I will actually do a video explaining all of the three Louis Vuitton Freshies, the Imagination, Pacific Chill and Afternoon Swim, as how they are different and which dupes to consider. But what makes this amazing, aside to the scent profile that I was talking to you about so long, is that this simplicity, the beautiful fragrance, lasts very good. That is the best part about it, especially for office use. Indoor office use, you will easily do 6 to 7 hours time. 5 to 6 hours is easy in an AC environment, going up to 7 hours too. Okay, so obviously during the 5-6 hour mark, it's a little softer, but you will be surprised that it works, it leaves a lovely trail, and wherever you go, you will absolutely enjoy this. Okay, in fact, what happened with me was I wore this, and after about 20 minutes or so, I was just walking to one of my training rooms, and some of my colleagues were able to actually recognize it was me, because I passed by without even looking at from the cubicles, because they knew that that scent profile is so nice. So the sillage that it leaves is very good. It leaves a very nice trail when you walk around. So people kind of absolutely know that. That happens for the first 45 minutes or so. So the projection is about, I wouldn't say this is a beast mode scent at all. This is soft to mid, which is maybe about 2 feet, 2.5 feet of projection, but the sillage is very good. So whenever you walk by, it will leave you a nice trail of the scent. The perfume lasts for about 45 minutes to 50 minutes in its first opening projection, but then the lasting itself of the scent will be there for about 5-6 hours to 7 hours, which is absolutely wonderful for a fragrance like this, because I know very well that when we reviewed a Grandeur soaked soaked sun, that was not the case. It used to whiff off in 3 hours time or so. So indoors, yes, this will last for about 6-7 hours. Now whenever I've worn it outdoors, I have got about 3.5 to 4 hours only. Okay, after the 4 hour mark, you kind of don't recognize the fragrance, or you don't get that at all. So I would not recommend you to wear this for outdoors so much. Maybe if you're going out in the evenings or something like that, this works very well, because it leaves a very nice bubble. Who is it for? This is absolutely plenty good for both of you. So if you're a man or if you're a woman, if you've been wanting to rock a nice, clean, neat, citrusy, gingery scent that is very fresh, that's got a citrusy appeal to it, then this one is absolutely for you. Very neat, very clean. Both of you can wear it anytime. In fact, I don't have a gender bias towards fragrances, so I would highly say that this is something that anybody and everybody can wear easily all throughout. Okay, now this will come to you at about 2,000 rupees sub to maybe going a little more as well. So if you are able to get this around the 2,000 rupees price mark, you should definitely consider getting it, because I know for a fact this is one of those scents that easily fits into a versatile scent. You can wear this all year across, for office, for casual wear, for a small gathering, anywhere where you want a nice citrusy zesty feeling. This will be absolutely wonderful. And now I do have the other two fragrances from their house as well. So one of them is this, and then I also have John Lowe Fresh. Now this is more of a ambery kind of a scent. This is also another Louis Vuitton alternate. We will look at reviewing that. And then I also have this. I've kept a bottle somewhere else for this. This This is the oud and vanilla. Okay, so this is smoked oud and vanilla. This is an alternate of the fantastic Tom Ford's Vanilla Fatale, and I will review that as well. So that is going to be the new sexy thing in the next year or so, because that is fantastic. For now, if you're looking for a very nice citrusy scent for office use, for casual wear, then definitely consider wearing this. If you are asking for differences between Immortal and this, I will try and do that as well. But if you're looking for a very new, beautiful, clean, neat, soapy, wouldn't use the word soapy, musky, gingery scent for office use, an alternate of Louis Vuitton's Afternoon Swim, then get Azure, John Lowe Azure from the house of Maison Alhambra. And if you kind of like the type of reviews that I bring, hit the like button, subscribe and share, because you will get a plenty of reviews coming in the next few weeks. So I'll see you on another video. Until another time, take care. Bye-bye.